Hey guys, welcome back to Sophisticakes by Mary. For this video, I'm going to show you how I made this super easy palette knife buttercream cake with some rice paper sails and some meringues. So if that sounds interesting, please stick around and we'll get right to it after the intro. So the first thing we need to do is make our rice paper sails. So I start by cutting some parchment paper in smaller sections. And this is how I'm going to, set up the sails to dry so that they have some movement in them. So just scrunch it up in your hands and then lay it on your tray and just kind of arrange it how you think it might work best for you. And I'm going to do a variety of sizes for the sails. So I'm going to have a variety of sizes for these pieces of paper. For this tray, I used all the same sizes of paper, but I did do quite a few, so you're not going to see me do all of them. But that was the rice paper that I bought on Amazon. I'll link a description I'll put the link in the description. And then I just used some pale pink gel food colorings. Now I use different sizes, like I said, so I am going to cut these in half and then some of them in quarters. And some of them I'll just use whole. So you just stick your rice paper into, it's just a mixture of water and your food coloring, and just kind of let it sit for a little bit until it has soaked up some of the water and is pliable. Don't let it sit so long that it gets really soggy. Maybe 30 seconds to a minute, I would say. And then I flip it over halfway. I don't know if that's necessary. I just feel like I need to do that, so I do that. Maybe a little OCD. But once it is pliable like that, just kind of use your fingers, pull it out and use your fingers to kind of make some pleating in it. It's really hard to describe what I'm talking about. It's one of those things you just kind of have to see it as I'm doing it. I just kind of pull it up with my fingers and let it drape. And then just put it on your parchment paper. And then scrunch the parchment paper if you need to once the rice paper is on it, if it wants to go flat on you. And mine were kind of doing that, so I did just go in and reshape them. And then I just used some regular kitchen scissors and cut off the excess off the bottom. You don't want them to be too tall. Well, I didn't, not for this design. And then you're seeing me do some of my quarter pieces. And just use the same technique. Just drape them over your scrunched up parchment paper. And I used some sprinkles. I had the sprinkle mix that I used on a cake previously that I just thought were really pretty. And okay, honestly, I have a lot of them, so I want to use them up. And I thought it went really well with this design and the color scheme. So while they are still wet, go ahead and stick some sprinkles on it and they will stick as it dries. And now we're going to go ahead and get our cake ready. Now I started with a pre-crumb coated cake that is 5 layers of cake, and you can see it was a little slanted, a little wonky, but I did try to correct that a little bit with the buttercream. And I think once you get your palette knife buttercream on the bottom, it kind of builds up that bottom so you don't notice it so much anymore. See, everybody has cakes that aren't exactly level sometimes, even me. It happens. So I just tried to go in and build up. Like on that upper side, I tried to build that up a little bit, and then on the bottom, where it was kind of slanted in a little bit, just try to balance it out a little bit. It's kind of hard though, because you kind of have to relieve pressure when you're coming up on the side where you don't want to scrape it all off. It's just autopilot. So it just takes a little practice. And these are the colors that I used to do my palette knife technique with. Now I used a few different tools. I used this smaller palette knife, I used a regular offset spatula, and I used a pastry brush to get some different textures and some different thicknesses of the buttercream. I just started with one color and I just kind of sporadically placed it. Oh, and I guess I did use some brushes as well. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. You just kind of have to dive in and do it. It kind of designs itself. You can't really go in with a preconceived idea of exactly where each color is going to go, because it never works out that way. So you need to be pliable and work with it as you're doing it. And then I'm going in with my second color. The first color obviously is a pale pink. pale-ish pink, kind of a mid-tone pink actually, because I did have a paler pink as well. And then a little bit of a lavender, which is just pink and purple mixed together. And I used gel food colorings for all of this. And then I added some white just for some balance to kind of neutralize it a little bit, because I didn't want it to be really bright. I wanted some color, but not, you know, blindingly bright. And there I had switched to my offset spatula and then back to a brush again. Now using my offset spatula, I did do some swipes up just to get that kind of feel to it. Instead of holding it at the side, to the side like that, I wanted some longer pieces going up too. And then I wanted some more raised texture, so I went in with smaller amounts on the spatula and just kind of swept up and down with it, because I didn't mind those edges along with that. You can see the texture of the actual stroke. And then to tie in the sails with those sprinkles, I just dipped my finger in water, dipped it in the sprinkles. Use clean hands. Guys, my hands are clean. They're just stained with food coloring. That's all that is. And then, yeah, dip your finger in water, dip it in the sprinkles, and then transfer that onto the cake, just randomly. And I did do some up above the buttercream technique too. Just kind of fill in some of that negative space there. And once these are dry, you put them in your oven for, I think I did 200 degrees for about 30 minutes. And then once they are dry, they should come right off your parchment paper. They might stick a little here or there, but just be gentle. Be gentle with them. And here are the meringues that I had made. Now, I made meringues recently for a Halloween cake to make ghosts. So I will link that video so that you have the recipe for that. If I show how I make everything every time, these videos would be really long and you'd get very bored. That's why I didn't show you how I made those meringues, but it's the same recipe and same technique basically. And to get these sails in, I just on the top kind of figured out where I wanted them, pressed in an indentation, and then use that palette knife to cut a hole in the buttercream and slip it in there. And then you can put a little buttercream behind them just to secure them. And I did the same on the side with those sails, and then I'm just adding some meringues kind of randomly. Now I had an idea for this design, but I didn't have it completely plotted out. So I just, you know, you gotta be flexible and kind of go with how it's going, unless of course you have an inspiration picture of something very specific that somebody wants, but this was just what I wanted to do. So then I did add some more sprinkles to the top and use the buttercream that I had in the bag just to make some dollops, some little dots of buttercream to fill in some spaces, because the meringues are not pliable, so you can't mold them to fill in spaces, but the buttercream you can use to just fill in those spots. Now there's no tip on this bag, but I went back in and dipped my finger in some, you can use cornstarch or you can use powdered sugar. Dip your finger in it and then use it to tap down, there we go, tap down the points on these piped buttercream dots. I can't think of the word I'm wanting, but you know what I'm saying. And the cornstarch or the powdered sugar, whichever one you use, will absorb into the buttercream. So don't worry if you can see that. Even on a deeper color, it's going to absorb into your buttercream. All right, so there it is. My palette knife buttercream cake with some rice paper sails and some meringues. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell, do all the things so that you know when I upload, and it helps me out in the long run. It gets my videos out there more. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you the next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.